What does it take to become one of the richest families in the world? How do they live their lives behind closed doors? In this video, we'll explore the fascinating stories of the 10 wealthiest families on the planet. We'll uncover how they built their eye-watering fortunes, take a peek into their lavish lifestyles, and learn some surprising truths about these ultra-elite dynasties. From royal scandals to business betrayals, their rise to riches has been far from smooth sailing. Let's step behind the curtains and dive into the lives of the 6 richest families on Earth. 6. Wertheimer family. Kicking off our list with the Wertheimer family, who own the legendary fashion house Chanel. Currently worth around $88 billion, the Wertheimers are sitting pretty well thanks to their wildly profitable stake in the iconic French brand. It all began in 1924 when Pierre Wertheimer invested in a perfume business owned by his designer friend Coco Chanel. By shrewdly acquiring production facilities and global licensing rights, Pierre turned Chanel into a worldwide sensation. Today, his grandsons Alain and Gerard run the company and have multiplied the family fortune to dizzying heights. As you might expect, the Wertheimers live an insanely lavish lifestyle. They own multiple palatial homes in France, a stud farm, vineyards producing $500 bottles of wine, and a $70 million Bombardier jet for globetrotting in style. Befitting one of the world's wealthiest families, they also possess an exquisite art collection with masterpieces by Matisse, Bonnard, and Monet. Yet remarkably, the Wertheimers have achieved their wealth while avoiding the public spotlight. The family once reportedly purchased every copy of a magazine featuring a rare interview with them. While they let their Chanel brand speak volumes, the Wertheimers prefer to remain silently in the shadows. Their immense yet understated fortune is a fascinating contrast to the household names who chase fame and recognition. 5. Koch family. Now for number 5 on our list, it's the Koch family, America's wealthiest siblings thanks to Koch Industries. Brothers Charles and David own 42% of the conglomerate they inherited from their father, which captures annual revenues of over $100 billion. Though Charles and David share political influence and a net worth of around $100 billion, their lifestyles couldn't be more different. While David lived quietly with his family in New York City, Charles embraced the billionaire lifestyle to the fullest. He amassed spectacular homes across the U.S., a $40 million oceanfront mansion in Aspen, and America's second-largest yacht for $60 million. Known for his lavish entertaining, Charles throws elaborate parties at his homes and massive holiday galas with A-list performers. And forget commercial flying. The Koch brothers travel in their $200 million Bombardier private jet fitted with Italian leather seats. They also share a passion for sports, owning a professional golf course and stables of championship show horses. Controversy has swirled around the Koch brothers' political influence from their libertarian advocacy groups. But whether you admire or criticize the Kochs, it's undeniable that they've enjoyed their vast wealth in high style. Their spending habits provide an illuminating look at how billionaires live today. 4. Cargill and Macmillan families. In 4th place are the Cargill and Macmillan families, heirs to the agribusiness giant Cargill. As America's largest private company, Cargill has revenues of over $130 billion annually. The descendants of founder William Cargill control roughly 90% of the business, translating to a combined fortune of around $118 billion. Unlike many billionaires, the Cargills and Macmillans avoid public attention like the plague. Their secrecy about both personal and business matters is legendary. But what little is known reveals lives bursting with luxury. They own over a dozen mansions dotted across Minnesota's pristine Lake Minnetonka, along with a 10,000-acre estate for recreation like skiing, shooting, and hiking. Fitting their position as one of the world's wealthiest families, the Hares also own the largest private residence in Hawaii, a 14-acre Colorado ranch, and a Caribbean island they visit by private jet. From 5-star luxury vacations to custom mega yachts and fast cars, the combined Cargill-Macmillan clan enjoys untold privileges, yet they fiercely guard their privacy. Their extreme wealth coupled with their secretive ways make for a fascinating profile of low-profile luxury living. 3. Mars family. Now in the top 3, we reach the Mars family, whose $120 billion fortune stems from founding the world's largest candy company. Today, Mars produces Snickers, M&Ms, Twix, and other iconic treats, raking in over $35 billion in annual revenues. The business was started in 1911 by Franklin Mars and remains family-owned by his 3 grandchildren. You may have seen siblings John and Jacqueline featured in lists of the world's richest people. But these heirs are remarkably private, letting their indulgences speak for themselves. Like owning a self-sustained 8,400-acre ranch in Wyoming complete with 35 bedrooms and its airport. Family members breed and train champion show horses on their several farms across the United States. They are also serious racing fans, owning stakes in 2 European Formula One teams. And no family vacation would be complete without cruising on their luxury yacht or hopping aboard their private Gulfstream jet. Through the generations, the Mars family has maintained control of their candy empire while enjoying its sugary profits in the utmost style and privacy. 2. Rothschild family. In the runner-up spot is the secretive Rothschild family, whose banking legacy has produced an estimated net worth of around $400 billion. Their fortune traces back centuries to Mayer Amschel Rothschild, a rare banking apprentice in 18th century Frankfurt. His sons helped expand the family banking dynasty across Europe, accelerating their wealth accumulation. By financing infrastructure projects like railroads and governments, including the British Empire, the Rothschilds became one of history's wealthiest families. Their profits were channeled into lavish lifestyles across generations. Baron Ferdinand de Rothschild constructed the magnificent Waddesdon Manor in England, with 38 bedrooms and a private theater. The Rothschilds own over a dozen significant estates dotted across Europe. Modern heirs like banker Baron David de Rothschild continue the legacy with yachts, celebrity art collections, and chateau wineries that produce some of the world's most expensive wines. With their hands controlling financial institutions, governments, and businesses across history, the Rothschilds present a fascinating portrait of power and wealth through the centuries. 1. Walton Dynasty. And now for the moment you've been waiting for. Our richest family on earth is the Walton Dynasty, heirs to the Walmart empire. Their combined net worth is a staggering $215 billion. It all started with patriarch Sam Walton, who opened his first Walmart store in 1962. Through brilliant business strategy, he grew it into the world's largest retailer, and in the process became one of the wealthiest men in history. When Sam died in 1992, he left his fortune to his 4 children, Rob, Jim, John, and Alice. Today, they sit on the company's board and control over half the business. Though each owns an individual fortune larger than the GDP of some countries, the Walton siblings lead surprisingly frugal lifestyles in small-town America. But make no mistake, they know how to spend. The Waltons own at least a dozen massive ranches and lodges for family getaways and hunting. John and his wife Christy sank $200 million into the construction of their family compound in Arkansas. As befitting one of the world's richest families, the Waltons hand down multi-billion-dollar fortunes to their children, fund major philanthropy projects, and indulge their hobbies like rare books and fast cars. Yet despite their astronomical wealth, the Waltons keep notoriously low profiles, letting their business do the talking. Their fame-shy ways combined with their unprecedented fortune make the Waltons one of the most fascinating mega-wealthy families on the planet. Outro. So there you have it. A glimpse into how the 6 richest families in the world live, from discreet old money heirs to flashy tech billionaires. Their stories illustrate just how staggeringly different life is at the summit of the wealth pyramid. From elevating pet hobbies into elite competitions to constructing multi-billion-dollar dream homes on a whim, the financial freedom of these families is simply unimaginable to the average person. So what do you think? Did any story surprise you or change your views on the mega-rich? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you'd like to see more content about the secret worlds of the elite. Thanks for watching.